Hey YouTube, John the Prepper. So, people that think everything's gonna be okay. Now, how do you deal with those people? Try to show them as much as possible. Both sides are so just in a cult, drinking the Kool-Aid. It's almost impossible to tell them otherwise. You know, they think you're crazy. You know, just preparing for everything. Both sides do. One's like, no, man, Trump will save us. He's saving us. When, you know, he's not. And the other side, it's like, we're against Trump. You know, when really the government's just, it's one party. They're part of the party. We're not invited. And that's what I think people need to wake up to. I don't think that the next 5 years or 10 years are going to be good for the American people. I don't get how everyone seems to be falling for the propaganda. You know, I'm told prices are going down, getting better. Groceries are cheaper when I'm spending more on groceries. And I'm sorry, gas is not down. I know that they're like, whoa, it was $4.19. Now it's $3.90. And it's like, okay, it was like $3 before all this. And then they say, you know, it was $4 under Biden. I don't remember spending $4 on it under Biden. And I get the people, you know, in the Southeast, they did when the pipeline got hacked. Whether that was Biden's fault or not, we'll never know. But things are getting worse. They're going to continue to get worse. And they're going to use, I think Trump, and I voted for Trump, but I think he is a puppet that we will gladly give our rights away. What was he talking about the other day about I'd be willing to give up some of my freedoms for security, pretty much, you know. And I'm like, what? I just don't get what happened between, you know, with 2016 Trump to now. Like, I'll admit he used to say dumb things, but he seemed to be all about freedom. The economy was good then. And Biden just destroyed, well, COVID and Biden destroyed it. And you have all these people saying, oh, it's getting better. Where? And you ask them that, and they're like, well, the Dow's up. I'm like, okay, so the economy's good on Wall Street. Doesn't mean it's good on Main Street. We were told all this bullshit. And, I mean, Trump's losing a lot of his supporters. But still, a lot of them just believe everything. We're going into a horrible recession, possibly a depression, a world depression. While we're at war in the Middle East, like crazy, which we're always at war in the Middle East, it seems, and we're divided here at home. You know, there's just attacks on everyone. People just seem to be at each other's throats. And I think it's all on purpose. I think social media is purposely feeding us an algorithm that's dividing us and putting us against each other, when really it's not you versus me. You and me are not the problem. It's us versus them. They are the problem. They are the ones that are lying to us. They are the ones that are making our lives difficult, taxing us into oblivion. I mean, oh man, I don't get how people don't see it. And I don't get how people aren't preparing for it. Like, how are you not stocking up on food, water, ammo, training with your firearms? You know, like, I don't get how people don't see it, but I wonder what it's going to be like in a few short years. Like, what are the midterms going to look like? I mean, we thought the midterms last time were going to be bad, and they weren't. So maybe it's all just propaganda. We're made to think that it's going to be bad, and nothing will happen. Maybe something will happen. No matter what, I think we're all being lied to and pushed either to think that, so we're always stressed out, or they're pushing it, hoping it will happen, so they can push martial law or, whatever. It's just strange times. My suggestion for everyone that listens to this, which I know it's not many, but community, find like-minded people, even in areas you don't think you'll find them. You're not going to agree 100% with anyone, but doesn't mean you can't be a good teammate or help when it does hit the fan. There's no way we can keep going on this way. So just try to put aside little differences. Like, obviously, there are differences that you need to hold on to, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So community, food, water, ammo, have a rifle, have a handgun, have backups if you can, have parts for those handguns, or those handguns and rifles. Extra bolts, firing pins, maybe a barrel if you can do it, gas tube, gas block, whatever takes the most wear. Like, say if you can't afford a whole other rifle, just do that. And like, he's going to be 14 this summer, but my son, who is very physically fit, but he has his own rifle, his own kit. Him and I go training together. I know it sounds scary, but I mean, I'm not training as a Minuteman or a militia person. I'm training and focused more on being a prepared citizen and having my family ready if violence does come is part of being a prepared citizen. So that's all I got to say on that one. Please look past your differences and your bias, and we got to try to find common ground. Because it's not you versus me, it's us versus them, and they know it, and they're trying to push us apart. United we stand, divided we fall. Until next time, have a good one.